Tonight's the night to set your clocks forward an hour. Daylight savings time starts Sunday at 2 a.m. when most of us will be sound asleep. Firefighters say daylight savings time, of course, is a good reminder to check or replace the batteries in your smoke detector. It's also a time where you lose an hour of sleep when you have to be back for Good Morning Colorado starting at 6 a.m.
Double shots of espresso are in my future. No doubt about that.
What else is in the future? Warm weather, right?
Nice, beautiful weather as we go through our Sunday. Jonathan, take a look at what's happening, what we're tracking over the next 7 days. We say goodbye to the snow that fell around the area last night and this morning, and hello to spring with those high temperatures on the mild side. But rain and snow will return because the good times can't last forever around southern Colorado this time of the year. Here's where our high temperatures are going through the Pikes Peak region as we go through our Sunday. Mountain locations are going to be cooler. Pikes Peak will be 29, for example. Even some of the areas like Woodland Park will still be sitting in the 50s. That's a pretty mean feat given that we saw as much as half a foot or a foot of snow in some areas up the hill throughout the day yesterday into this morning. Braga, you'll be topping out at 67, downtown 68. Fountain gets up to 70. And Falcon gets up to 66 with Hanover 69. Down to Pueblo we go, and Pueblo and vicinity. Pueblo West gets up to 70. The Riverwalk 72. Boone tops out at 70. Colorado City 68. Texas Creek will top out at 57. As you go up into the higher elevations, it will be somewhat cooler. This is the sky scan now. Going back 12 hours, we saw some snow south of Pueblo down to the New Mexico line and into the eastern plains. There was some snow in the plains, heavy wet snow too. Great news because they're still sitting in significant drought. Throughout our Saturday afternoon, though, the skies have begun to clear from north to south, and that has been the case throughout much of the evening and afternoon hours. Ceramic Landscape Materials camera shows us what we're talking about. Lots of that blue skies. We look back towards Cheyenne Mountain. Temperature sitting at 45 on winds out of the south-southwest at 4. Pueblo West, the sun setting now in the western skies. We look back towards Penrose and Canyon City, 49 the current temperature. Winds out of the south-southeast at 3. Skycast, notice that the skies are going to clear altogether throughout the overnight hours. We will see a few clouds around as we go into the higher elevation locations, but the bottom line is that it is going to be a beautiful afternoon for us all the way through our Sunday morning into our Sunday afternoon. It'll be crystal clear blue skies for most locations, save for some of those highest elevation areas throughout tomorrow. So where are we going in terms of the temperatures as we go through the afternoon? We are going all the way up into the upper 60s and lower 70s. 67 at the Spring, 72 at Pueblo. Bears repeating. Look how beautiful it's going to be tomorrow. Spring is back after the heavy snows of last night and this morning. 44 at Gunnison, so even the mountain locations are going to get into the 40s and 50s. Spring 7-day forecast. High temperatures are going to get even warmer on Monday, topping out at 69 degrees. Then they drop back as another system comes at us from the northwest. This is that rain and snow that I was referring to, Jonathan, at the top of the weathercast. We're talking about high temperatures only sitting in the lower 40s by Wednesday, but then they rebound. They'll be sitting in the lower to middle 50s Friday and Saturday with mixes of sun and clouds. Low temperatures are going to be sitting in the 20s. Pueblo, you'll be sitting in the lower to middle 70s for a couple of days running. Then you drop back with that chance for the rain and snow on Tuesday. Back to the lower 40s by Wednesday, mid to upper 50s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Canyon City, your 7-day forecast, high temperatures, upper 60s and lower 70s for you as well. And Tuesday, we see that next system come into the region with that chance for the mixes of precipitation. Rain and snow we're talking about. Rain early, then changing over to snow as temperatures drop to the lower 20s. Then we see highs go back into the mid to upper 50s. Teller County, your 7-day forecast, your high temperatures are sitting in the mid to upper 50s on Monday. It's a beautiful day for our friends up there in Woodland Park. Then we see the extra chance for some rain and snow, not only on Tuesday, but also lasting into Wednesday. High temperatures drop to the mid-30s before rebounding by next weekend.
Well, I know our friend Josh here was glad the roads were clear. He's been going back and forth all over the state for state basketball.
Yeah, beautiful.